This road up production, this be I got my man, you know what I mean, first class.
Yeah, what it is, y'all.
You know what I mean? Big L.
What's up?
Yeah, Coco, Dr.
Hey,
Coco.
what's going on?
Hey, Dr. Coco, welcome
Hey,
back.
thank you.
Salsa.
What's up?
Used to be Ryan. This is our letter segment. This is the time we, somebody writing a letter and got a question or whatever with a story. And I think Dr. Coco is saying the letter tonight.
I am. I appreciate it. Thank y'all for having me, of course. So, hey, RDP, what is the difference between modern day women and traditional women to y'all? I'm curious to know, sincerely need to know.
All right, what?
Salsa already.
Modern day women and what?
Modern day women and traditional women. What are the difference between them? From y'all's point of view.
Oh, man. God.
It's pretty simple.
Sincerely need to know.
It's pretty simple.
All right. Who's starting this off?
Modern day women are easily influenced by the things around them. Back in the day, you stuck to what you knew was right and wrong. It's very simple, right? Back in the day, they knew they had duty, they had family, they had a sense of family, sense of community. Nowadays, and it's not all of y'all fault because we got the World Wide Web, we got Instagram, social media. So you see a lot of different
Pussy is pink. My butt is brown.
but you get a lot of influences, right?
That was wild.
So it's like, but think about nowadays, right? Every woman think they need to be at a steakhouse, a high-end restaurant on a daily basis.
These bitches need to eat some
You know what I'm
vegetables.
saying?
Olive Garden.
But back in the day, traditional women, that was a treat. That was something we did on an anniversary, a birthday. Like, at this point, if I want to treat you to something, what do I got to do?
Spend
We
money.
don't do everything. No, we do that on a regular now. So we going to Ocean Prime and we going to all the Morton Steakhouse and all these other spots on a regular. So it's normalized to you now. Back in the day, I think women were more humble per se. You get what I'm saying? And nowadays, access to certain things, because you don't need a man for his money. You don't need, you do need the protection, but you have a phone, so you get it from 911 and everything else. So it's a lot of differences.
911.
Yeah, because you think back in the day, you had to have a man in the house to protect you, make sure you were safe. Now you can live in a luxury apartment or a decent apartment complex.
Outside that door.
It's still a man downstairs watching the door. It's still security measures in place. But as long as you pay your payment, you good.
All right. Figure out who want to go next.
I mean, a lot of the things that Big L said is kind of true, you know? I mean, with the exception of some of the modern women aren't as modern as we may think. When I say that, I'm talking about you still do have modern women out here that do still believe in traditional ways, but they are very hard to find. You know, when you say modern woman, I try not to look at it as a negative thing because I always want to see advancement when it comes to females and, you know, you take care of your business and you accomplish a lot of things. But once you reach that level of accomplishment, don't turn around and start trashing, you know, people that might not be on your level. You know, like social media, it can be a good thing, but it can also be a horrible thing because it just seems like sometimes everybody believes everything that's said on social media. And half that shit is smoked up your ass. I mean, let's be real. True. You know, my thing is, like you said, you know, like people like with the trending thing, everybody's following everything, man. I don't know. I'm just saying, dude, like, there's nothing wrong with the modern day women. No, the traditional women, I like modern day women, but it's like, yeah, the traditional women aren't here no more. I understand time moves on, but I'm just saying you could be a modern woman and still give respect because, you know, I was looking at some on social media the other day and not trying to be funny. it was this one woman, and I'm not saying this is for all the women, but this one girl was on there, and she was talking about if you only make 75,000 a year as a man, you a broke bitch, you a broke nigga, you this, you that, you got to make at least 150, 170 to come see me, and I'm like, is this shit real?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm looking at this, bro, and I'm like, you fucking mud duck. You look like you might work at fucking McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I'm going to get off it, and I'm going to give it to someone else.
I want to, unless you got something you want to say. Yeah.
Well, you know, I definitely got something to say.
All right, well, before.
I was on,
Right.
Go.
No. Listen, guess who's Bizak? I'm so excited to be here.
Okay, well, I was on Salsa. Like, I guarantee that's right that you're saying, but it's like modern women is so crazy nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Well, not modern women, but the women that's in our time right now is different from modern women, because I say modern women used to cook.
Traditional women?
Traditional women.
I'm sorry. Good. I'm listening.
Traditional women. They used to cook, clean, you know what I'm saying, make sure the house is cool, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, men was out here working. But now they're working too, which is cool, but you still have to come back to the house and clean and cook and do things that take care of the house, you know what I'm saying? So I think it's a 50-50 thing, but just don't act like you the man in the house, you know what I'm saying? Like, you still the woman. That's how I take it.
Well, no, let me go. I feel like when it comes to this modern and traditional,
Mm-hmm.
people be hyping everything up. But what people don't realize, I believe, that you should make it what fits in your household. Like, if your household, if you and your woman got to work and split the bills and make it work, then that's what y'all got to do in your household. In another household, if the man covering all the bills and the woman don't have, that's what they work in their household. See, I feel like sometimes people,
Everybody different.
yeah, and people be trying to live in fantasy of other people's situation. Oh man, that's nice. Your husband, he works and pays all the bills, and I mean, I wish I had it like that. You living in fantasy, but the fantasy in your household, this what makes it work, so y'all can get to the next level, so y'all both can stack that, so y'all both can enjoy life together. I feel like when it comes to the tradition and all, no. What makes it work in your house, make it work in your house. Make it work in your situation. Because what works in, first class situation might not work. What works in your situation might not work. I see my parents, the way they grew up and made it work. I know that can't make it work in my relationship.
Not in this day and age.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Because I know it can. And for the women who feels as though if you coming into a situation and you're not willing to open your mind and your heart and everything to figure a way to make it work, and you only, the man got to make, like you said, the man got to make this, it's never going to work, because now you put too much pressure on that situation. And then as a woman, say if he is making that number, now he comes to you and say, well, if I'm making this number, every day I come home, I want slippers and I want my dick sucked. Now you looking like, he's disrespecting me. No, you put something on the table that he has to have. Now he putting something back on the table that you have to have and you have to do. And now you feeling some type of way about it. But
I
that's the
think
stuff that people
should be on a regular basis.
Oh, we're not going to talk about that.
That's another topic.
We're not going to talk about that. But no, hear me out when I say this. You know what I mean? Hear me out. They talk about, a lot of women sit here and talk about they want a man to cover a lot of different things. But then what if you come across that man and be like, I got you covered. But this is what I want. No, he don't say what you want. This is what I want every day. I want this every day. And if you got a problem with it, then it doesn't happen. Now you got a problem. Oh, he's controlling, or he's this, or he's that. No. But you came into the situation controlling, all he did was counter back. I mean, that's my opinion.
Let's go, Lady Coco.
Coco, what you got to say?
Welcome back.
And welcome back, and thank you,
Thank you.
Not too much, Coco.
Listen,
the only woman here.
I'm a perfect. I'm gonna start off with the positive. I agree.
Right.
I agree with. When you come in, and like you said, and I say this to him, I call him out all the time. So if you want him to pay for everything in this day and age, right? Because usually, if you have average income, it ain't gonna cover everything, not one person. You better be sucking, fucking, licking, whatever you need to do. But
They ain't doing it. They ain't going to do.
But okay, let's go back.
Put that in
But
my
let's go
mouth
back.
every night. Oh.
But again, on the other side, I don't know who's women messing with, but who's covering everything? Are they covering everything? That's the other part. Are you covering everything? Because if I'm still working too, I need you to lick, suck, do the same shit.
My bad. I fucked up. It should be equal. My bad.
Yeah.
I'm doing what I do.
Yeah.
No, I totally agree. If a woman's covering all the bills, then that man got to follow the lead.
Yeah.
Follow the lead.
And we will. And we will. And we will.
You gotta
do what I
follow the
do.
lead.
Yeah.
But that's what I said from the beginning. That's why I said from the beginning. Each household is different, and each household what might work in Big L house.
I like to pay the bills.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
I'm a man. I believe in paying bills. You know what I mean? I can't live off no woman. Like, I can't. That's just not. No. But then also, I can come home and cook for my woman and make sure she's good. I can still. You know what I mean? I can still do that. Yeah. But it's other households where I have seen where some men don't never cook. They woman knows to come home no matter after work. They know to come home
in every household,
and
a woman might make more than a man, and every household, a man might make more than a woman. So you never know what's in everybody's household. Money wise.
Let me say this though.
So you gotta weigh the options. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm gonna say
Like you
this.
said, what works best for you?
What works the rest for you?
That's how I feel. What works best for your
Well, we
situation?
both need to be happy.
Yeah, all day.
Say for instance, you get off of work at 2:00 and your woman get off at 5:00 or 6:00. It wouldn't even make sense since you already home. Start cooking dinner and you get it prepped for her because
I gotta play my PlayStation first, bro. I gotta decompress. So I need at least 3 hours. Now we meet at 5:00.
Wait,
No, I'm not.
Everybody's different. Like I like to cook.
I'm joking.
My wife is not really a cooker. I cook. I cook everything, so I don't have any problem cooking.
Right.
Even if I made more,
we got some modern day men in here, right?
No, so hold on. Let's figure this out. So you cook.
Yes.
That's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
I cook. I actually like cooking. I actually like cooking.
I cook, but I pay what I order.
Right.
I cook. You cook too?
Yes, sir.
So I'm like the breakfast cooker. Like I'm the one that gets up early. I'll bring you breakfast in bed. Most days of the week, you get breakfast in bed. But I'm not the dinner cooker.
Yeah.
I order the dinner,
Right.
but I'm the 7 days a week. I'm up 6, 7
Right. I
o'clock in
like
the
to go to
morning.
the market and get the shit.
I go to
Produce market.
I
Shit like that.
cook dinner
Shoot you a
sometimes.
text.
Look at our modern
I'm
day
thinking
men
this
over
today,
here.
y'all
I cook sometimes.
I'm thinking
dinner. I
this
cook
tonight.
dinner
You know what I
sometimes.
mean?
Let's go.
But I'm more the breakfast in bed guy.
Right. That's
Cause I'm up real early.
Right, but what I like y'all talking about is what BL said, like, hey, what works in your house works in your house.
Yeah.
But back to the person's question, they were talking about modern day women and traditional women. So when y'all were talking, I was thinking, wait, so how do they see a modern day woman opposed to traditional? Because I heard some things where it's like, oh yeah, like I'll give an example. My grandparents married 56 years, very traditional marriage. Like I said, I didn't see the nigga cook, he didn't go in the kitchen,
Right.
But he did cover everything.
Right.
And my grandmother, she did her own thing, but he covered everything. So it was like, it made sense. Also, when I think about traditional women, it's like I was just talking to this the other day. They didn't, they didn't have as many rights. You couldn't get a bank account until 1972. Right. You could not get your own bank account as a woman because you got a vagina, right? 2, you couldn't buy your own house. Everything attached to a man made you elevate. You couldn't elevate now. You know what I'm saying? Where it's more like
now you can.
Now you can, and like you said, so I feel like modern day, which I would say I don't say I like modern day women because I think they think I don't have to do it. I can do it by myself, and I think everybody needs somebody. Right. So to the traditional piece, I think they get lost in is that you're subservient, that you're less than. That's not the case. Is that traditional is what I saw. My grandmother thug it out with my grandfather, right? I took the time and the pieces, right? There was also a balance, right? Like she recognized, okay, this man works hard.
You saying you saw that?
I saw that growing up. Like I saw in the sense of like he took care of everything, and she literally took care of him. I mean, took care of him.
My grandma used to make breakfast, lunch, dinner, and my cousins listen to this podcast. They'll tell you she made everything from scratch. Pancakes from scratch. It wasn't no add water shit.
Hey, that add water shit ain't that bad.
I used to go to grandma's house for school. She had pancakes on the table when you wake up in the morning. damn, you get up at 5 o'clock.
Where's the other?
Oh, my grandpa was paying everything. He was chilling,
No, that's just
And he was fixing it.
fixing everything.
Just being that provider.
It was 4 girls, 4 boys, 8 kids for every life.
Let me hear this. But you know what? It was in that situation. Another thing that's different. It was a different mindset in women and men back then.
Right.
Like like when we talk about the modern day, a lot of modern day, and I'm not going to just say women. I'm talking about men. It's too much other shit that interferes that cancels out a lot of the traditional stuff. You know what I mean? And the traditional, we grew up and see grandma and grandpa together. They did, you know what I mean? And they did this, that. Now, you don't see grandma and grandpa together no more. You don't see a lot of that because the modern day stuff is kind of washed that shit out. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, the difference is, bro, they used to dream about being wives and mothers. Now they dream about being bosses and CEOs.
Yep.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Or shaking their ass online and.
But that's, to them, they're still a boss. So they're OnlyFans model, but I'm a boss because
I'm doing
I make money and I'm
right. Because again, when we go back to the modern day, and I want to excuse, it's not I don't like the modern day. I think I like the modern period, modern men, modern women, right? Because the thing that I think about when we think about traditional is that I am a boss because I haven't seen that many who have stepped up who are taking care of everything. I don't see any of my grandfathers who, like, I know y'all are rare. Like rare. The other, you know what I'm saying? I see is always the opposite, where it's like, oh no, I can. Well, you know what? I can't say it's not rare, right? I think what we experience is that even for myself is that my mom didn't say, oh, go be independent, go do that shit. I just saw her do it, so that's what I did. I didn't see a lot with my father where there was a man that stepped in and did the thing. So it wasn't like, oh, I don't need no man. It's like I'm just gonna do it because that's all I know to do. So I think we have learned to rely on ourselves, and it doesn't always help us because we can't operate that way. So.
You know how women say they miss out on, like, the dating pool is so bad and this and that. It's no good men out here. I was out and about, and I asked a woman, I said, okay, so the dating pool is bad, right? There's no good men out here, correct? How many men do you talk to on a daily basis? Like, how many men do you approach and say, hey, let me get your number, let me get to know you?
What'd she say?
0. So she looks for literally no one. You're literally just waiting for everything to come to you. So how do you find something good if you only waited for it to come to you? So it's like me saying, I want a good job, I want a good career, but I'm going to wait till it comes to me. And if I don't apply for the job, how the fuck will I get it?
Yeah.
You have to put some effort in.
And that right there is a whole nother subject of life.
I'm about to say it is. I'm about to say
Like, what my mind? Oh, no good men out here. Where the good guys at?
And that is that everybody's this. Everybody's doing this.
I'm going to say this, and then we're going to close this out. Some people, I can't say all. Some people, where's the good men at? They're there.
Everywhere.
They're there. It's that same guy that said good morning to you or how you doing today, and you ignored him. It's that same guy that opened that door and said, you look very nice today. And you sucked your teeth and rolled your eyes. He's that same guy that you said something and you just gave him no attention.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then, hey, bitch, come here, bitch. Come here, bitch. I love this guy. No, there you go. There you go.
I love this guy.
Y'all. I love this guy. That's what I always let this be out. This is what I let this segment. Listen, whoever wrote this letter in, I think everybody at this table could tell you the difference is what you think it is. You know what I mean? Because everybody's perspective of this situation is different. Everybody's going to look at it different. I think if you got a lady, you and your lady need to sit down and y'all need to come up what y'all feel is traditional.
What's best for y'all?
And everything, and make it work for y'all. That's our best advice. That's I feel, and I feel like at the table everybody agree.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I also want to throw a little twist in there. You know what I mean? Let them know you still want to play in the butt with the finger and stuff like that.
Oh.
How we get there?
I got it.
Hold on. Where's the emergency exit?
Oh, okay. Cut.
Where's the emergency exit? I gotta get out of here.
Cut this shit off.
Let's be wrong now.
Next class, we out. We out.
How did we get there?
I got big all over. Dr. Coco, and my man Salsa. What up,
Peace.
Doctor? We out of here. One.